When temperatures dropped last winter, so did the ceiling.
This shelter had 2 separate sprinkler bursts just weeks apart. Tonight, leaders are preparing to reopen it. But as Waukesha County reporter Brett Lemoyne discovered, the shelter is forever changed.
This whole ceiling collapsed and everything was on the floor.
When it first happened in December, Kathleen Fisher couldn't believe it.
How does this happen twice?
Yeah, it's unusual for it to happen twice, and for us, we still don't know.
2 different sprinkler heads burst. The second happened in February during the Emergency Overflow Shelter's peak season.
Generally speaking, we're at capacity almost all the time.
Was it worse not having this space over the winter?
Yes, not having access to our overflow shelter put a demand on the shelters that are generally at capacity year-round.
Drywall had to be ripped out. The floor had to be replaced, all twice. It added up to $100,000 in damage. Monday, community leaders gathered to formally reopen the space for the first time in months.
The shelter will start welcoming people on Tuesday.
Renamed Century House because of its location at Sunset and Century Drive, the shelter will now be open year-round. It will now only take single adult men and women. Families will move to another shelter. That opened up space to bring capacity to nearly 40 people, now safe from the elements outside and dry inside too.
It feels really good to know that we're going to get our doors back open again to men and women who need access to shelter.
In Waukesha, Brett Lemoyne, Fox 6 News.
Thank you, Brett. And Hebron Housing Services says it helps about 400 people every year with temporary housing. People can stay at the shelter for 90 days, and staff will assist them with things like work and mental health issues. Leaders say their insurance company is still investigating exactly what caused both of those bursts. New recognition today for a Milwaukee sports icon.
And there it is, a ribbon-cutting ceremony taking place this morning for soccer legend and Milwaukee native Jimmy Banks. The mural for Banks was unveiled at the Jimmy Banks Memorial Stadium. That's near Sherman and Fairmount. Banks was a UW-Milwaukee and former Wave standout and the first Wisconsinite and one of the first 2 African-American players to represent the U.S. men's national team in World Cup play. A community artist working with the soccer community and Banks's family, friends, and former colleagues to create a piece that reflects his legacy and got to learn about what mattered to Banks.